Hello, everybody. Incredible afternoon. Okay, what did I do with my phone that quick? I was just on that teal and purple app on my phone, and now I have no idea where my phone went. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Hello. Let's go over here and change our audience. Let's share this out. Okay, had to mute. All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and hit share. We're going to share now. Then we're going to share to some groups. Make sure that you guys smash that share button as well, the thumbs up. This is a live broadcast. Sometimes people say, well, why don't people get on these videos and stuff? The first thing they say is like, we haven't even seen anything. Well, this is a live video. This isn't pre-recorded for you to wait for the end and see what it is. Hey, whether or not this video is likable is going to depend on you guys and how many questions you ask, how interactive you are. But hitting the like button when we first start definitely helps the algorithm and it helps distribute it. Sometimes people say they don't get notified when I'm live, and sometimes it's like right when they need me, but they don't get the notification just because of the way the algorithm works. So the more we push it by hitting the thumbs up or the likes or giving it a heart or just dropping a comment and saying, hey, how you doing? Just, let me know where you're watching from. Dropping that hashtag HSINK365 or 365, dropping those peacocks, all of that definitely helps out your girl. If you say you love me and you love my content, well, help your girl out and get it out to the people by sharing and leaving a comment as soon as you jump on the live. And I just want to know who's here, who's watching. Even if you're watching from work, if you can sneak in and check out the video, you can see my screen in this case. You can go ahead and type out, real quick, hey girl. All right. So hello, everyone. It's Friday, y'all. It is Friday. Excuse me. So let's see here. Why won't it let me share? Don't do that. It's like so low on the page. I can't really see the options. All right. I don't have time for that. Not at all. Don't have time for the foolery of it all. So we're just going to close that out. I do need to change my audience on my other one and then get this shared out to my groups. Although I am streaming on Facebook, it does help, guys. If you watch the content over on YouTube, that is a great help when you watch it over on YouTube, okay? So let's see, edit audience. And we're going to make it public so y'all can hit the share button, tag a friend. And let's get this shared out to my Facebook groups. Y'all can share it to the groups. Like, let's see if I can get like 10 people to share it to Honestly Speaking Facebook group and say, y'all better get y'all butt on this live. And then also in Soulholics Anonymous. So like 10 of y'all go share it to the group and put on there, y'all better get on this live, just like that. Get y'all butts over here. Okay, so. All right, post. I just did my share And now I'm going to share it again. All right, so we are all shared out from my side. All right. So, hello, INKcredible afternoon. Hey, how you doing? Hey. Ooh, y'all. Miss, if you haven't checked out her post over in Honestly Speaking Sublimation group, definitely go check it out. Because when I tell you, your girl was showing out, okay? She was definitely trying to get Student of the Month. That baby went and combined not one, not two, but 3 different templates and had me like, wait a minute, why I didn't think of this? The way she had the picture set up to the side and then had the I was like, wait a minute, this is a student after my own heart. So definitely go check it out. Go show her, post some love because yes, she did that. Okay, she did the darn thing on those fans. Working on birthday designs for my niece. Make sure that you definitely share it with us in the groups. Hello. Thank you for dropping those peacocks. How art thou, Miss Graduate? You know, how does it feel to have a breathe, just to be able to breathe and just a sigh of relief from, finishing up over at Mercer? Hey, just say thank you for tuning in and watching. Hello, everyone. Hello. What is that? Oh, your emojis are funny. All right. Thank you for sharing to the group. Hey. I just actually got done over on the why does it keep flipping like that? Move out, move down. I'm trying to say hello. There we go. Got to with the live video over on that teal and pink app, teal, pink, and black app. And look, don't let them show y'all up because see, y'all are my day ones over here. So, they were in it, they were asking questions. I need my name to be sung like yours. Well, that's a Nickelodeon show that me and my kids, well, more so the 12-year-old, we love watching that show. That's one of our favorite shows. So every time I see his name, I think of that. So man, let's say but yeah, they showed out. So definitely post your questions, guys. I don't want to have to not do these anymore because I know for some, like it's like right on time. You have questions, you're thinking about getting new equipment, or you're having an issue with silhouette. You saw something in a group, you saw something on, the TT app, that dance app, you saw something over on IG, and it's like, man, I want to know, how is it that you do this? Well, guess what? It is the professor to the rescue. Okay. And I am here to answer your questions, help you troubleshoot, help you figure out designs, things like that. So take advantage of this opportunity to have me answer your question directly. These live videos are not about teaching. I teach in my paid programs, my paid classes, my paid trainings, which we have some things coming up for the summer, a couple different things. Shorter classes, like just for the summer. They were going to bring back like full-on programs. It's going to be like a couple months long, starting in the fall. All right. So definitely, guys, just take advantage of this time. The more you guys are interactive, or even if you like, just bring, like, if you wondered about a certain topic, definitely, ask that. But today is one of those days where I'm kind of having a lazy day. Did not plan to really be in the office very long today. So I'm not put together. I'm not even going to lie. But I wanted to still do the live video. So if you have more silhouette questions and things where you can see it visually, or I can actually still, like, if you have questions about equipment and things like that, I can definitely go over to Google and show that to you, but I'm just not going to be on camera today. Okay. Anything that I can show you on the computer, whether it's from the internet, on silhouette, even on Photoshop, feel free to drop those questions. All right. First question: does your brand of ink and paper have a specific ICM profile? No, it does not. It is formulated. Okay, so here's the thing, right? If you have an EcoTank printer, I really don't care which brand of ink that you use. They can say they have ICC profiles or ICM profiles all day long. That particular, those particular printers use dye-based inks. They don't use pigment inks. And just about every single formula of sublimation ink is, like the third-party ones, is formulated to match more of the pigment ink profile, like your Workforce 7710, 7720. Like it's meant for those printers. So if you have an eco tank, you're still going to have that change of colors. Normally when an artist like a photographer or those who do print, when they're creating a profile for it, and when it comes to like those ICC profiles, it's normally about matching your monitor to your printer, and they will switch back and forth. They have different printers because all monitors are different. I always say this: if you walk into Best Buy, you walk into Target, Walmart, in their electronics section, and you look at the TVs, they can be showing the exact same thing, but they're all going to look different. Some monitors or some screens are just going to be more vivid. You know, you have the HD ones and 4K this and all these different things. Some of them are backlit, some of them are not. And it's going to make your colors look way different on each monitor, right? If you look at something through your phone, because the pixels and the screen is tighter, it can look better than what it really is, right? So sometimes we see pictures on our phone and they look amazing. The minute you go and you bring them into a design software, you blow it up, it's like, wait a minute now, where these imperfections come from? So that's the same thing when it comes to color. So most times, like with when someone's using, so I have like a what's the thing called? PicMonkey, Color Monkey. Yeah, that thing, whatever, where I can create like a color profile, but I will be doing that based off of my monitor, because what you do is you look at it on your screen. There's like a little thing that you put down on your screen. It prints it out, you run it over it, and it's going to calibrate that and create a profile based off of my screen so that what I am seeing matches when I print it out. Well, if you don't have my monitor, my ICC profile isn't going to work for you. So this is why, we don't really have a specific one, because all of those are really created based off of a monitor. And again, if you don't have the same one, so everyone that says, hey, I have this IC profile, that's a bunch of bull, because everyone doesn't have the same monitor. So I teach you the right way. And although it sounds great for marketing, and it would be great for me to say, yes, use my profile, you're going to get the best colors, I just can't guarantee that. So I'm going to be honest all the way around. That makes sense. Okay. So grateful, but I'm going for my master's, and I will post the stoles and the grad stuff. I've been partying and celebrating the last few weeks. Awesome. So when you start back for your master's, see, y'all are dedicated to school. I mean, sometimes I wish I did. Sometimes I'm like, but I love what I do now. I wouldn't change how I got to this point for anything in the world. How do I save a pattern to the color fill palette? Great question. So let's get a little bit of help from Creative Fabrica. Let me see where you at. Actually, let's go over here. So I think I have Canva pulled up over here. So let's go here and let's go over to Creative Fabrica. And let's find a pattern that we can pull into our library, okay? So give me something. What type of pattern should, ooh, these are so cute. Do I already have y'all? Because y'all look cute. I don't. Ooh, let's download you. They are so frigid adorable. Oh, those are cute too. Oh, while I'm on here, let's talk about this for a second. When people say, I want to be able to create my own designs, I don't want to have to keep buying files. If you're not an artist, you're never going to be able to create this by yourself. There's no like magic button. Some of this might be like AI, but a lot of times it's someone drawing out, and like every hair is drawn out. It's different layers. It's different blend modes. So this is something that definitely requires like having a drawing tablet, Wacom pad, having Photoshop and like, or Procreate, things like that, and drawing it out, adding these shadings, adding Gaussian blurs, like that's what it takes to create these elements. So it's great to have subscriptions to like Creative Fabrica, where you can get these in PNG format and then put them into your designs. But this is not something that I will ever be able to really teach you in how to create this. Like, I want to be able to create my own, images like this. Now I can teach you how to layer this and make it look great within your setup, but not necessarily how to draw, because this is something that's really like made by someone who's an artist. All right. So let's see. Oh my God. Man, Creative Fabrica will send you down a rabbit hole because they be having so many cute little things, man. This will be great for like a little baby shower, first birthday. Oh my gosh. Like, they will seriously send you down a rabbit hole. Oh my God, they're so cute. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. What should we search? What should we search? No one's, hey, wait a minute now. Where's my suggestion? What type of background? What type of pattern are we going to search for here over on Creative Fabrica? While I'm waiting for your suggestions, we're going to go to the next question. How do you keep from losing things that you have saved in Silhouette Studio, especially when you have more than one computer or laptop? I recently bought a new laptop, but all of my images, fonts, etc., didn't transfer to the new laptop. How do you save your work? So I use what's called a cloud. Whether you are using a Google, like the Google Drive, if you're using OneDrive, if you're using Dropbox. So with those and you being logged in to those accounts from like on each computer or laptop, you're able to go in, and when you save it, just go ahead and pull that up. Now, when it comes to fonts, you are going to have to copy that font file, bring it over to the new system, and you're going to have to install those fonts. That is not something that is going to transfer. But as far as just having access to the actual files, like your PNGs or your Silhouette files and things like that, I save them to a cloud. So before, I used a lot, I used to save everything to my Google Drive, and I pay for it monthly to have, whether it's 1 terabyte, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25 terabyte. But I ended up buying a WD My Cloud, which I've talked about, quite a few times. And I can even access files like one of ours. It's not even here at the office. It's at our house. And I can still access the information here. Now, they did have a little issue a couple weeks ago, and you couldn't access it remotely, but that's what I use. And I'm able to just go back and forth. Like, I will design on my desktop. And then when I need to pick up a file to be able to do it on my Roland, which is in a different room, and I have it attached to my laptop, I just go into that drive, open up that file, and it's ready to go over on VersaWorks. So that's what I use, a cloud. Okay, so glitter backgrounds. Yeah, I haven't really found anything like I like. The glitter backgrounds that I really, really like and that I use, she no longer sells them. But I mean, that's boring. But I guess we can look for glitter. I was hoping y'all would give me something a little spicy. But okay, let's go glitter. All right. So glitter paper. So they'll be called glitter papers, glitter backgrounds, digital papers. All of those names apply. So whether you're looking for it on Creative Fabrica, if you're looking for it on Etsy or any platform, all of those are the same thing. So digital papers, digital backgrounds, just the word backgrounds, all that. All right. So we're going to go ahead and just hit download for that. And of course, it's going to be a zip file. Then you're going to unzip that file, and then I'll show you what you do from there. Trying to make your first tutu. Now, there are several ways to make tutus. Are you wanting to do just the one where you're going to use an elastic band and you're going to tie it with the loop knot? And you're going to leave the edges, just kind of seal them? Are you doing a sewn tutu with the ribbon so that it creates nice curly cues? Then you can sew it to where it's just a nice trim around it. There are so many ways to make tutus. Which method are you working on? The library does help, but I personally do not save designs. I save elements to the library, but I don't save designs. But yes, it can help, but you're limited to a certain amount of space when it comes to your cloud one that can connect to any computer. You're limited in space. So I just save elements. I don't save full-on designs to my library. Me and my son will start August 21st. And when I was doing a toast, a few drinks, I kept talking about your ink and paper and courses. Oh, wow. That's the best out there. I guess they say it's true. When you're drunk, the truth comes out. Yes, girl, because why are you mentioning submission paper in your toast when you graduated? But thank you. That is an honor. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. All right. Getting bad broken lines with my cyan. When I push air, only a little ink comes out. I've done about all troubleshooting, changing the PPM works, but I hate using it. Does this mean my cyan print head is no good? I mean, if it's coming, premium matte, of course, always puts down extra ink. Sometimes it just takes a couple of, pushes through it. If it really is not working, like pushing it through the, the cartridge, some people will go, either you're going to use a cleaning cartridge. So sometimes simply just pushing ink may not work, and you may need to actually either purchase a cartridge that you can put cleaning solution in so that it's actually cleaning it out, because you'll put a little bit of alcohol in it and that can kind of break up some things, or just putting cleaning solution in it, and that has certain additives that can really help clear clog. And if you don't want to purchase a cartridge and put the cleaning solution in it, you can always use the tube, put it over that port and push that fluid through it. You just have to be very careful, because if you're rushing or something happens and that little peg breaks off, that printer is no good, which is why I personally prefer to always push air or push ink or just push fluids through a cartridge. So you can get the empty cartridges from our website, and you can order the cleaning solution on Amazon, fill them up, and then put them, and be able to push it that way. So that will be maybe your last resort to see if it just really needs a cleaning solution to clear out any clogs. And then you have some people that will try to like draw out any ink by soaking a napkin. So you know how when you push air and you put it on top of that napkin? Well, if you do that where you have that napkin soaked in alcohol and a little bit of water, let it sit on top of it, and sometimes that will clear out. But of course, it's going to affect all of the print heads. It's going to affect all of the channels, and then you'll have to, once you take that out, because you've pretty much drawn all that out, push air again. But push air is not just for, utilizing with the ink. Sometimes you have to do it with cleaning solutions. Everyone kept asking about our stole, and I love to give people credit, especially when they do a wonderful job like you did. Yay, you designed it. I just pressed it. All right, so we have this downloaded. We're going to click on that, and then it's going to come up for us to extract it. Okay, where'd it go? There we go. So we're going to go extract all. So we have this here. I'm going to go and put Creative Fabrica. Who is this artist? This is Old Market Designs. Well, where did the... Why I don't see... Now, where did my... Okay, where did it go? When I extracted it? Oh, okay, there it is. So, what did I say their name was? Old who? Old Market. Old Market Designs. And then we're going to, oh, wait. I'm just going to leave it there. I'll move it later. I forgot to go look for my folder that has all of my downloads in it. So it's going to download. So you have to have the PNG or JPEG open, and then you're simply going to drag and drop. So while that's going, I'm going to come over to Silhouette Studio. I'm going to go to my library, and I'm going to come down here to patterns. Now, if you have Designer Edition or above, you can create folders, right? I'm going to go here. So this is my Creative Fabrica one. So I can put it there, or I can put it with glitters. If I wanted to, like, you choose how you want to organize it and categorize it. I'm going to put this over here with Creative Fabrica instead of with my glitters. So I'm going to double click on that. It's going to open that up. Now we're going to come back to the glitter, to come back to these. I'm going to go view, go large icon so I can see them. So we're going to click on here, hold down shift. I can click on all of them, but it'll take a long time to kind of send over. So we're just going to go and I'm going to click like this. And if I wanted to create a folder that just said old designs, whatever. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. So I'm just going to pick 2 here, and I'm just going to drop this in, right? Now, oh, I'm not signed in. Haha. Hold on. And this, of course, is outlined in the 30-day training. If you have not checked out the 30-day training, definitely, because questions like this are answered in the fill and pattern and gradient section, which is like day 3 or day 4. Definitely go check out the 30-day training for teachings like this. All right. So let's go back down to patterns. Where's patterns? Oh, here we go. And at some point it'll show up in here. So I'm just going to go back to design. We're going to put a box here. We're going to go over to fill. We're going to go to the patterns, and we're going to go to the Creative Fabrica section, and look what we have here. It has those glitters. Okay. Now, if I wanted to have that as its own, I'm not going to put it in the Creative Fabrica folder. I would right click, and I'm going to go new folder, and I would make that, was it Old Market Designs, and I'm going to put CF because they came from Creative Fabrica. We're going to click on that. Now, if you don't have it, you would just drag and drop it right into this section. If you don't have Design Edition or above, just drag and drop it into that section, because you won't be able to do, what the heck? It didn't save the name. Oh, yes, right here. You won't be able to do the dedicated libraries. So we're going to open this up. We're going to come back over here to our patterns. I'm going to take all of them. So I'm going to click on the first one, hold down shift, click on the last one. And we're just going to click, drag it up, drop it in. That's it. That's how you add patterns to the actual patterns folder in Silhouette Studio, so that it shows up when we go to design. And now if I scroll down, I should see a section that says Old Market Designs, and I'm able to just change it out. So yeah, really any of the ones on Amazon, you can make it yourself by using 3 parts alcohol to 1 part water and a few drops of like Dawn dish liquid or any dish liquid. You want to use at least 70%. Don't use 90 because that can mess up. So like 70%, 50 works, but that's like more water content. So like 70% alcohol, put 3 parts alcohol to 1 part water and a few drops of Dawn dish liquid, and you can make your own. But there are certain additives when you get the actual cleaning solution. It's more of like, I'm gonna say it's an oil base, but it has like, when you touch, like it could be like a little oily or whatever. But they have that on Amazon, and any of them work. They're all the same formula. I have the Epson printer where I still use cartridges with the chip. My black is running low. Do I have to change the chip and add more ink? Yes, you do. Yes. So if you are working with the Epson 7820, 7840 printers, don't try not to do the firmware update ever, because there's a disclaimer on there that if you've done the update and it's the one that's like CND something something 01, the chips are not compatible with that one, like not fully compatible, because we did that update, and so all of the other colors except magenta work. So when it comes to the magenta one, we have to use an Epson chip or cartridge for that one, but all the other ones were able to use refillable ones. I have no idea, like for some people all of them go out, for others it's only one or two colors, and for us the magenta went out when my husband inadvertently did the firmware update on that one. But yes, if you have the 7840, 7820, 7310, so this one right here, you're going to click on that and it's going to have everything that you need to get like new chips. And then of course you are going to have to refill it. Thank you. All right. What other questions do we have? Keep the questions coming, guys. You don't have to wait for me to be done with one question before before you post yours. I go through them and look for any questions that are there. And that just kind of keeps the flow going and it keeps the continuity going. We don't have a lot of breaks in the live broadcast. I'm going to be leaving here shortly. All orders before 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time go out the same day. So if you get your orders in, we're here, we're placing orders. But today I am going to get out of here once the last order is packed. That comes in before 3 o'clock. We're out of here. So yeah, definitely get your orders in and, post your questions. When are you coming to Arizona to teach us out here? I really would like to travel. I'm going to be honest. I got a little bit of mommy guilt when it comes to like me traveling. And I have a fear, just like leaving my kids. And I know they want, especially MJ wants to travel. And then when I don't really know certain areas to kind of know, like, where do I book at? What kind of spaces do you guys have there? Then it's like, am I teaching just silhouettes where everyone's bringing their computer? If someone wants to learn sublimation, finding the contacts to where, okay, do you have the means to load up your heat press and printers and bring it over? Because trying to travel with that is a lot. Like, that's not as easy as some people think. Now, if it's just kind of a conference just to teach, just to talk, that's a little bit different. But I don't think y'all want to listen to me just talk. I think y'all want to learn some things. Y'all can listen to me talk on Zoom. So with the, traveling and taking this whole thing on the road, it's a little bit more complicated than that. And then, the not wanting to leave my children behind situation. So do you offer marketing brand classes for Shopify website, help with the website? So marketing and branding and just saying your Shopify website, this is one of the ways where you will not get the class, you will not get the information that you're looking for, because marketing and branding in of itself is two different things. Setting up your Shopify website is also something that is very different and help with your website. So if it's a matter of trying to figure out like how to set it up as far as the graphics on it, my advice to anyone that's doing your website is get your pen and paper, take it back old school, write out pen, paper, pencil, or pencil and pad or whatever, write out the information that you want on your website. Then you can dictate it to, talk to text on your phone, in a Word document or a note document, because you want to be able to have that in case you have to edit it. And also helps you with, with the errors and like, grammatical errors and spell check and things like that. Do the voice dictation in Word. So you want to have all of your descriptions. You want to have, if it's a collection, what you want to say about that, all of your product names, you want to write all that down. You want to have that inside of a notebook. You want to have the color codes for your brand colors written down. So every color has a hex code or RGB value. You want to have all that stuff written down. When you are building a website, that is going to be the first place that you start writing it all down, right? Then after that, it's like, okay, well, what type of graphics is it that you want? There is nothing in here that's going to necessarily like just make it for you. This banner, this one is from Sezzle, but like this one was created in Photoshop, to where I just laid everything. This was a combination of Photoshop and Silhouette Studio. All of my thumbnails, so that I can keep the same on that, those are pretty much done in Photoshop for classes. A lot of my like for my thumbnails for HSINK Digital, all of these are done in Silhouette Studio. When you have if you're, for me, it's a little bit different. So you have like a product-based one and you have shirts and things like that. I do have, when I had creative business, we talked about websites. The next part of that is, okay, well, taking pictures and editing pictures and things like that. If you're going to remove the background and put a standard background for all of your pictures, I don't care for sites where you go and it's like mock up and then a regular picture. It's a regular picture that zoomed out. Then it's a picture that has you took it by a window, and then there's some people, I've gone their sites, it looks like you took it in your kitchen. Then there's some people that have it on a white furry background or a white rug. I don't know why people keep saying white rugs, because then some of y'all have white stuff on a white rug. There's no contrast. I don't understand why the thing was to tell people to put it on a white rug. That's just makes no sense. So it's like when you have all of that, it doesn't look great. So I do talk about that like in my creative business one. When it came to just putting together the website, that's aesthetics. You then have to know how to, set it up, how to do your option, how to do your like different variants and options, how to put in your descriptions, how to set up your SEO, how to set up your terms and conditions and things like that, how to set up your menu for the top, how to set up your collections. Now, all of that is in my Shopify course, like how to set up your Shopify. We go through it all in that. All right. But when it comes to the graphics, that's something that's totally separate. If you've taken any of my classes, when it comes to designing, you can apply those same things to it to create your thumbnails and everything looks cohesive. So these were done in Silhouette Studio. The ones for the products down here are done in Silhouette Studio. Now I'm actually working on some changes because I'm actually changing this up so it's going to be more collection based. So I'm going to have banners. I'm going to have like feature collection. So it's going to be set up a little bit different here pretty soon. But I have to write down what the vision is. I sketch it out. Then I create it in whatever design software. So I'm actually going to try to do a little bit so I can do a video for it. And one of my sections will probably be done from Canva. I'm going to do one from Silhouette Studio. I'm going to do one from Photoshop just so that people can see the differences in designing all of those. And then you just put them in. So you have to know where to put them in and how to set it up. But my Shopify training goes through that and how to go to, view your website and where you go to move things around and arrange it. So what you're asking for is not really in one, because it's really hard to put that all in one. It's going to be a combination of classes. Okay. And then as far as marketing and branding, that's something that's outside of your website. Well, what are you doing for like your brand and your branding? So for us with the Honestly Speaking and having the name HSINK, because it just breaks down a shorter way of saying Honestly Speaking, the 365, because it matches with our paper. And I'm also training 365 days a year. So that part is branding. The culture that you create for your business is branding. How you market. So for me, a lot of my marketing is word of mouth. A lot of my marketing is doing live trainings and videos. A part of my marketing strategy is to be in several groups and help and show value in that. So then when I slide in there with my products and things like, okay, yeah, you trust me. And it's like, okay, let me see what more she has to offer. So your marketing plan can be a number of things. Some people, their marketing plan is to do just ClickFunnels and do a lot of email marketing. I don't look at a lot of emails like that. I send them jokers to the trash. So I don't try to, bombard people with a lot of email marketing, which I know like the gurus will tell you that's the wrong way of thinking. Even though you don't like it, send it out. And my whole thing is if I'm deleting it, they deleting it. People wasting their time sending me email marketing stuff because I ain't looking at it like that unless I'm really, really interested in it. So I know that if I send things out when it's of importance and people are interested in what I'm doing, they're going to look at that. But just to look at an email every single day from me about, yeah, it's just not my marketing strategy. It works well for some. It's just not mine. Some people, their marketing strategy is to use a lot of influencers and use a lot of affiliate marketing. So marketing and branding are two different things. And then how your website is set up is also a totally different thing. Okay. So yeah, marketing is what you do to bring awareness to your site. It has nothing to do with the website, how it's set up. Now, there are apps and things that you can kind of put in place and pay for those apps and just have different things, but your marketing will drive people to the website to even see what's there. So, like I said, marketing is what you do outside of all of that. How do you draw people in? So like part of mine is, coming on live and so my product is a little bit different. So when you are product based and let's say you just have something that's like, shirts or tumblers, it's showing the benefit of it. Maybe even not relying on social media. Maybe for the products that you're using, you have to be exactly where your audience is. A lot of people can make tumblers, but if you make tumblers that are like they're meant to be inspirational, right? You want to be in spaces where people are always talking about, being inspirational, whether it's a Facebook group that's for self-help or just for affirmations and uplifting. If it is, with Bible verses, being in groups for that, talking to the members of your church, the congregation and things, of that nature. If you have tumblers and the majority of your designs, you want it to be centered around fitness and being healthy and drinking water, well, then you want to be in those spaces. When you're at the gym, you want to market it there and kind of having product placement, making sure that you are branding. It's very rare. Right now, I have on a shirt that says I'm speaking. If I go out to Walmart, I have on my apparel. I try not to, really rock anything outside of that unless it's like a special occasion. But if it's just like your everyday stuff, even if it's just a shirt that I would say kind of like love, right? Get you some HTV, put your business name on it. Like, market, you should be a walking billboard all the time. Make sure that you always have your tumbler with you, even if it's just you drinking a drink, walking around Walmart, they might see that. So that is marketing. What are you going to, like I said, keep going to say it. What are you doing to draw them into what it is that you do? So I have a product where I have to show demos. I need you to see that this is the best sublimation paper. You're going to get amazing colors. Of course, for me, I use a workforce printer. I don't really use the EcoTank I tried it. It went out the line stopped printing and I was printing on it and it just stopped. And it's not my go-to. So I can't really see myself keep investing in printers like that. But I keep doing demos just, even if not for the ink, it doesn't matter what printer you print from, what ink you're using, the paper does what it says it's going to do. 365, you can press it in 30 seconds. You don't have to use a lot of ink. You don't need butcher paper. I don't lint roll. Those things I constantly keep showing. That is marketing. That is me showing the value of my product. Marketing is me, showing the designs that I make in Silhouette Studio, how I make my creations and how amazing they look. That all is marketing. So you have to show up and show out for your business for people to recognize it and for it to become a household name. Y'all got quiet on me. Oh, wow. Okay. So because you guys are quiet, that means there are no more questions, no more help to be given. Well, we did this in 45 minutes or so. So So yes, you can use a chip resetter for the old school workforce. We are sold out right now. Hopefully we'll have them in, soon, but we are sold out right now. But yes, for the old workforce, it's 7610, 7620, 7110, 7710, 7720, 7210, 3640, 36 34 40. 3460, I think is what it is. Those, I know for sure the chip resetter works on, because those use 252s. It, on there it says like certain expression printers and stuff like that it may work on as well, but I know for those they definitely work. Who here has never tried Honestly Speaking products? Who here has never ever tried? You're on, you like my content for the silhouette stuff, you're always seeing it for the designs and things like that, but you have never tried our products as of yet. Who here, who does that apply to here? It's crazy because I've been teaching for so long. There were some people who didn't even know that I sold products. All right. So are you kind of new here? Have you seen me use my products? So you haven't, have you seen me use the products? Have you seen it in action and seen what it does? Okay, so you've never used our paper, but do you do sublimation? So is it that, so you haven't used it, so is it you don't use it because you use a different product, or you're not into sublimation just yet? I think I started watching you during the pandemic. Okay. All right, so you sub. Now, for some, they feel like, okay, well, I have a paper that I use. I'm not sure if you get this type of help and instruction from them where it's more than just sublimation and you're getting value for it. So one of the best ways to just kind of tell someone thank you where you're getting information from is to at least try out the products. Even if you have a paper that, hey, this works for me, simply trying it out, it doesn't hurt to try it out. Our 8.5 by 11 and 8.5 by 14 is a great place to start. We also have a sample pack of paper. And we have prices that are, great compared to some of our competitors, because we don't worry about things that, not say worry about it like that, but we make it to where we keep it where you get an awesome product, but we make it where it stays cost effective for you guys. So not having all the extra that we have to pay for, which means we have to add it to the cost. So our paper is very affordable, $23.65 for the 8.5 by 14. 11 by 17 is $30.65, $35.63. So if you haven't noticed, all of our prices includes $3.65. We do have sample packs that you can try. It's 20 sheets. So if we go over here and go to, that's 100 pack, we go over here to sample packs. So right there, so $7 for that one, $9 for the 11 by 17. So you can definitely try it out. Just to see, if it's something that you can add. You don't have to have just one. Sometimes some papers work better for some people, like for certain projects, than others, but it's definitely worth just at least giving us a try. You're on here. We're giving you great information, great insight, helping you with your designs. Try out the paper. If you don't mind sharing, is there any particular reason why, if you guys have been watching, that we sell a product, why you have not tried it? Chip resetters are cool, but our main thing is the paper. Right now, we are sold out of the chip resetters, but on there, the chip resetter tells you, like, if you go to that particular listing, one thing about, me is I try to make sure that we put all of the information, out there as far as how it works, what it's used for, not saying, you're not sure if it's compatible. So once you click on this, it's going to tell you. Let's see. So it's not compatible with all Epson cartridges. It has only been tested by us with the Epson 252, 252 XL, 254. The resetter does not work for, so it tells you that it doesn't work for these printers. So it tells you, that that's what that cartridge is, the 252, and that it works. Also on our homepage, if you go to right here, and you click on that, and I think I have to take off of sublimation for it, because most people, like if you're just using it for a pigment ink printer, they don't think to click on that. But everything that is compatible, like with that particular printer, is listed underneath here. So the chip resetter is there. If you need just empty cartridges to create cleaning cartridges or to have extra cartridges, they are listed there as well. So if you go to our collections, everything that's available for that printer is there. Like, there will be no question of what is needed for whichever printer you have. All right. Let's see. On the, I think it's true. Let's find this one. Let's see. All right, we're going to reactivate try HSINK365. So now if you go over to these sample packs and we add to cart. So yeah, you can try out, you get 20 sheets. So it's active right now. All you have to do is just add it to your cart. It's going to be automatic and you're going to get $3 off. So you can try out our sample pack of 20 sheets of 8.5 by 14 for just $4. That's a great deal. 20 sheets, $4. Awesome deal. So you can go check that out. If you've never tried our product, just give it a test. Put us to the test and see if 365, 30 seconds works for you. If no butcher paper works for you. If you see a difference in your colors compared to what you are using. We would love for you to give us some feedback. If you go, you try it. If you're used to using a different paper, try it and let us know. We like honest comparisons, honest reviews, what works for you, what didn't. Like, we had someone that did a review and she said for her, the 2 seconds that it takes for the ink to dry on our paper from the sawgrass, that didn't work for her. She didn't like that. I tested, we have a sawgrass. It takes literally like about 2 or 3 seconds, but that didn't work for her. So as much as she likes the paper, she wanted more of an instant dry paper. We welcome that. It's something that we can change about that because of how our paper is made. But, I know that it still works with the sawgrass, but that one little thing may not work for someone else. But the ink release is going to be there. The fact that you can press in 365, 30 seconds, the fact that you don't need, cover sheet, the fact that there's very minimum ghosting because of how our paper domes after you press it. There's so many great features to our paper that it won't hurt you to try it out for just $4. So yeah, if you have the 7720, our ink is compatible with it. We have the cartridges. Our cartridges have that center chamber in it, which makes your inks last a little bit longer. You don't have as many issues and things with it. So you can also look at that if you are interested in that. I have cheaper paper, but once I use HSINK, I can't use the cheap paper. I can't even use the cheap paper for cheap items. Yeah, because there are some companies, you go on Amazon and they are direct from China, right? And so they're going to be able to offer their papers maybe at a lower rate, but do you get the same customer service? If you run into an issue, are you able to go to those companies? Do they have a group? Are they going live? Are they helping you? So we have a business that operates in the States. We have taxes. We have cost of living here. So although I'm not going to lie, you might find a cheaper option on Amazon. I know that whole Amazon Prime and not having to pay for shipping is very intriguing. But think of that and what you do, right? So would you want someone to say, well, I don't want to buy a shirt from you. I don't want to buy a tumbler from you. I want to go and see if I can get it from someone direct from Asia. You're getting your stuff from there anyway. I want to go see if I can find it from someone that's, that's less expensive. That's kind of how, you have to set your prices based off of what it's going to take for you to live and survive here in the States. And I try to compensate for that extra cost by making sure that we are here to provide great customer service. We're here to provide assistance. You saw where someone just had an issue with their ink and things like that. She's someone that I know uses our products. So when she's having issues, I don't mind stopping and helping them. I have people who have, emailed us and they're using our products. I don't mind helping because you're helping our company as well. You're not going to get that from a lot of the other companies just because they are less expensive. When you say cartridge, are you speaking of the full box that comes out of the printer where we load the ink? Yes. So that is what a cartridge is. So we're going to come down here. So let's click on this. So this right here are the cartridges that you put the ink in and then you put it into your printer. The cartridges work the same whether you are using it for pigment ink, which is your regular everyday ink, or sublimation ink, or eco solvent ink. If you have the water-based eco solvent ink, you can put it in there as well. Although I don't really recommend the workforce printers, the eco tank printers work better color-wise for the eco solvent ink. But we have that on the site. We also sell it. So if you want, the one thing I love about workforce printers is it allows you to try out different inks and see what works best for you. You would never be able to do that with an EcoTank printer. Whatever ink you have in there, you're pretty much stuck with that until it runs out, but you can't really compare inks. So when you're using a cartridge-based printer, you can actually try out different inks. You can get, empty cartridges and put different inks in it. That's what I did when we picked, when we decided and we selected our ink. I had 8 different sets of cartridges, different inks, mixing different ones, and basically a whole chemistry lab and trying to find and create the best formulas for, our inks, and working with our vendor overseas and just testing out different ones. So we also have what is we call it a quick start kit or a quick start set. So if you come over to essentials, which I don't understand why, I got to move this. I don't understand why it's so far down. But if you come here, this is pre-filled and pre-primed with our ink. Even if you just use it one time or you use our ink, let's say you don't like it, you still have a set of cartridges that you can fill with the ink that you actually prefer. You don't have to buy a bottle of our ink. You are able to order this. And when I talk about the little hole in the middle, so this regulator right here makes it to where you don't get as many drips of ink with it, because it's not just coming straight from the inside of the cartridges. This right here also helps where I don't really ever get by the time I look at it, my cartridge is completely, empty. There's no more ink in it. Normally when the chip tells you it is low or it's empty, the ink is about to this line. So it's really great. Before, when I had the other ones, I would have to constantly refill that, even though I still have prints left on my chip. So we have I love this style cartridge. It just works amazingly. But this is a great way to try out our ink to see if there's a difference in your color. If your colors improve, you can test this with our paper as well as the paper that you're already using, and vice versa, to see if there's a better product out there for you. So our website is shop.hsink365.com. Shop.hsink365.com. That is the website. Wait, huh? This lady here is the mother one-to-one of the biggest groups. She don't care for props, but I have to give her flowers when I have time. Oh, thank you. Awesome. I know they're supposed to say she saved him, but they won't tell you that. I know what that means. Yeah, I never get I don't get my props for that, but it's okay. On my way, I've been having problems with both of my 7720s because the ink wasn't always going inside the cartridges because I had the bottles. Thanks. I love the pre-fill cartridges. That sounds amazing. And we have pre-fills in the kits as well. Like I said, definitely try it out first and see if you like the ink. Yeah, I read between the lines. I knew that's what that meant. But we have kits. We have bundles, but the bundle is basically with the chip resetter, and we are sold out of those right now. I need to make sure we get some more because look, I like to keep a couple chip resetters for myself because you never know. And I protect my 7720s and my 7210s at all costs. But we have like the kits, so that's the bundle. But if you scroll down, hey, where's the kit? I see the bundle, but where's the kit? Oh, I got to make sure I put that on here. So we normally have a kit, but I think if I go up here to Sublimation inks, and there we go. So the quick start kit is here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to go through the website. I didn't realize that some things just weren't there, but we have the quick start kit with the pre-fill cartridges, and we have the DIY do-it-yourself kit where you will pre-fill them. We have great instructional videos. And as you can see, price drop. This was 104. It's now 79.30. This is 103.65 from 121. So we have absolutely amazing prices on the site. So definitely check that out. But I need to make a note of this because I need to go and make sure that the kit is underneath the what's the name. So, but yeah, it is after 3:00. So we are wrapping up all the orders and I am going home. Leaving the office a little bit early today. I've been grinding for a month because of grad season. And so I just kind of come in, get a little work done, do a little marketing in promo and, doing the live videos. And now I'm going to go home so I can catch up on shows. Hopefully somebody already played video games with his kid because when I come home, I need to finish watching Law and Order and Equalizer and SWAT and all that kind of good jazz. All right. It's only 12 there. Yeah, we are located in Miami, Florida. So we're on the East Coast. It is 3:13 here. So when we say all orders before 3 p.m., it's 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They go out the same day, except for the weekends, of course. So Monday through Friday, all orders before 3 p.m. go out the same day. You're welcome, Jesse. All right, y'all. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.